Julian was born in Norwich, England, from 1342 to 1416. She was known as an English anchoress, an important Christian and theologian. She was also known as a spiritual authority within her community, where she also served as a counselor and advisor. Very little is known about Julian's personal life. Some say she may have been from a privileged family that lived in or near Norwich. When she was 30 and living at home, Julian suffered from a serious illness. Since she was to be near death, her curate came to administer the last rites of the Catholic Church to her house. As a part of the healing process, he held a crucifix in the air above the foot of her bed. Julian then stated that she was losing her sight and felt physically numb. But as she gazed on the crucifix, she saw the figure of Jesus begin to bleed. Over the next several hours, she had a series of 16 visions of Jesus Christ and Mary, which ended by the time she recovered from her illness. Saved from death, Julian decided to dedicate her life to solitary prayer and to reflect on the visions she had received. Julian then wrote down and published her visions immediately after they had happened to her in a book called Revelations of Divine Love. It is believed to be the earliest surviving book written in the English language by a woman. This book let her teach others about God's affections towards us and that He is also our Mother and Father in heaven. In one part she wrote, "For I saw no wrath except on man's side, and He forgives that in us, for wrath is nothing else, but a perseverity and an opposition to peace and to love." This meant that God sees us as perfect and waits for the day when human souls mature, so that evil and sin will no longer hinder us. Although Julian lived in a time of turmoil, her theology was optimistic and spoke of God's love in terms of joy and compassion. Julian's book, Revelations of Divine Love, has inspired and educated many others. Till today, she is still an important spiritual authority within her community.